Welcome to PC Wits Kids Tech Talk. Hello everyone, I'm going to show you the Tuniq Ripper 1000 watt PSU that you've seen in my gaming rigs. This one here is not modular, however I was able to neatly tuck away all the cables. The good thing about this is that it's 80 plus certified, so it's very efficient to deliver consistent amount of power and without wasting as much of it, right? Now that's one of the pluses. Less heat dissipation, nice huge silent fan, 140 millimeters, and a complete kit, right? So obviously you're going to get the power cord and all of that, but it comes with enough molex connectors and molex to SATA connectors, so that way if you have older drives or if you run out of connections, you're really covered here. You don't have to go out and get more. So that's a good thing about this. Now the other thing is also that because it's got a huge fan and it's efficient, it's going to draw out and waste less heat and energy, right? And that's one thing you're going to look for. Now, of course, I did have to spend some time doing cable management with the twisties that it came with and attaching it to the back of the motherboard tray. So that does take a long time to do, but eventually, once it's done, it's done. And the manual here gives you all the specs and tells you how to install it. Now, looking at the PSU itself, like I said, it's not modular, so it does have a whole bunch of cables, but I like this fan. It indeed was very, very quiet in the gaming rigs that I had. My GPU fans were actually way louder than this fan. This is a very, very silent fan, just humming along there very quietly. And I like the quality and the craftsmanship of this. So if you look at it here, that grill here with the air coming out through the back of the case, you can see the sturdy construction with Japanese capacitors. So this is very, very good quality PSU. Has 4 12-volt rails. So I would install, for example, the triple SLI, for example, on this type of PSU. So 20 amps on the first 2 rails and 30 amps on the other 2. Way more than enough amps there to deliver the power that you need for multiple GPUs. Now it isn't modular, of course, but I was able to install it no problem. Here's the 24 pin motherboard connector, of course, that's attached to it, and also the 8 plus 4 pin connector, so you need that too for your motherboards as well. And on certain motherboards, of course, you will be able to install triple SLI depending on how many PCI Express slots it comes with, but this PSU comes prepared, of course, with all the necessary PCI Express connectors that you need. So I wasn't worried about that. And of course it comes with all the SATA and your floppy connector. So all the necessary connectors are there. So you're covered. Don't worry about it. There's enough connectors for all your components. That's for sure. Now when I install this, I didn't really need 3 sets of PCI Express connectors, of course. All I needed was 2 because I'm going to install this, in this case, with 2 GPU cards. I'll face the fan down in this case because I'm using the Sniper case from Cooler Master, which is going to draw air from the bottom and spit it out through the back. Okay, and then I'm going to worry about the cable management here, but this case is ready for that. You can see it's got the holes at the back, and the twist ties are all over the place, so you can actually see the holes there. So yes, it's a big mess of cables, that's true, and that's one of the disadvantages. You want to look for a modular PSU if you can, but I was able to tuck everything in nice and neat on this Sniper case because this Sniper case has lots of room for cables. So you set the PSU in its spot there, and then you attach the screws at the back. Okay, so once you've done that, you can tell here what it looks like at the back of this case. It's got the grill sticking out here, and then the screws. You just attach the screws, and then you're all set, right? Now the cable management took a while to do, and of course that's another video. But in this case, like I said, I did use the twist ties that it came with and attached everything nice and neat, and eventually got that out of the way. Okay, now once you've got that done, then you can install your motherboard here, and this is the system setup that I've got with the motherboard, the RAM, the dual GPU, the 4890s, and everything else. Okay, so to give you a better picture, I guess, here's what it looked like without the GPU cards installed, and here it is with the GPU cards installed and ready to go. So you can see this also running in my other videos, right? So if you want to take a look at that, consistent amount of power and delivery, that's what I've seen. All right, so there were no hiccups, no issues with all this hardware running, consistent amount of energy being delivered, and power, so I'm not worried about that. If you're looking for a multiple GPU PSU, this is it from Tuniq, and I'd like to thank Tuniq for providing this PSU, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.